I repeat myself a lot, but I don't think I've said this on the show, but I've said it in talking to you, and I said it definitely in talking to other people. This proves my point that money's bullshit and fake, which is it used to be on the $20 bill, it would say, you can exchange this bill at the Treasury Department.
Since the 70s, we haven't been on the gold standard.
But you used to be able to literally get, if you wanted to, you could get a piece of gold for that $20 worth of gold.
That's the difference between us being a labor industry and a service industry. Like, handing somebody the thing that they're asking for, like, goes hand in hand with your dollar being worth the amount of people you have and GDP.
But Trump's in a lot of trouble right now, or he did get in a lot of trouble because he said, somebody was like, because he said, like, basically he said he would renegotiate the debt. And he said he would tell people like, well, we owe you 17 trillion, but what if we gave you 10? Can we get out of this? And everybody's like, oh, that is not good. That's like bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And then he was like, the United States, this is his answer to that. He said, the United States will never go bankrupt. They said, why? He said, we'll just print more money. And then I read this article from Forbes.
That's how like inflation works. You print more money.
Yeah, but what Forbes said is they said, this is the thing. They said, it's the dirty little secret of how the money works. They said that it's true. We could literally just print more. It doesn't fuck up your economy and you have like $1 million bills to buy a loaf of bread. Yes, but you literally, because it's based on nothing, it's meaningless. You could just keep printing money and we'll never go bankrupt, ever.
Well,
just
the value,
print more money.
I mean, no. Essentially, it's like trading a loaf of bread. If your loaf of bread sucks, no one's going to buy it anymore. So that in turn,
but if you owe 17 trillion, it's not going to matter. You just fucking pay 17 trillion in worthless money.
Exactly. But then your money is worthless. No one will trust it anymore. No one will trade with you.
Yeah, but you have paid off your debt.
Yes.
That's what Forbes was saying. You could literally just
you could pay off your debt, but that doesn't like help us out.
Well, you're debt free.
But debt free doesn't mean we're good. It's not like a household where like I don't own any money on my house.
This is why I don't think what people don't understand. Why do we need the rest of the fucking world? We have everything in the United States. Everything. Let's just print monopoly money. Okay, literally let's print all the money we can find. Let's print all the money we can find.
Clear all the forests and print money.
Print, like literally there will be no trees left in the United States.
Build more money manufacturing facilities.
And then let's get rid of the dollar bill and replace it with like the $1 trillion bill. And we'll pay off our debt with $17 trillion bill.
So we make the one a $17 trillion bill and we base our whole economy off of $1 value today.
Yeah.
We just change the numbers on the bill and then give them $1.
And then we're going to give them a $17 trillion bill with like Trump's face on it. Okay. We're going to give that to China and we're going to say, guys, we're done. Paid you off. Okay. Yeah. And then once that's done, then you just have we could fucking actually use monopoly money. We could go like dollars are gone. Monopoly money's the new currency. And then we just make that whatever we want it to mean.
So we base our whole economy off of the availability of monopoly board games. And you get what, like $3,500?
Guess what's crazy?
In a box?
In a way, that's a gold standard. In a way, if we said if we paid off our debt with fake money,
we give Milton Bradley the full go ahead to run the economy on their production line.
Yeah, but guess what's crazy about that? Because there is a limited, like, no. That's what we do. So we pay off our debt with this, like we print actual what today is US dollars, but we just print a lot of it.
And pay off our debt.
And then the minute our debt's paid off, then we go, we don't owe anybody shit anymore. Zero. Put that clock at zero. Then we go, we're not trading with anybody else from the world.
Our economy is now based on monopoly money. Anybody that has a board, that is now real money.
Yeah. And then also what we do though is we go and we'll never print another dollar. Okay.
Well, a dollar's worthless unless you trade it as an antique for
let me
monopoly
rephrase
money.
That. We will never build another monopoly board. Okay. We tell Milton Bradley it's over. So whatever's like, that's like the new gold standard. Because it exists. It's out there, right? That's a pure,
Yeah, it's a thing.
that's an actual thing that exists, and there's no more of them ever. Okay? So now they have a huge value. So then, if you have a fucking Monopoly board, you just became king shit in the United States. And if you got rid of your Monopoly board, you were super fucking
If you
pissed.
have the houses, that entitles you to a house. If you can trade in 4
love it.
houses, you get a hotel.
Yeah, exactly. If you have Boardwalk, you now fucking have like the actual Boardwalk. You like just go like,
Well,
that's
no,
mine.
everybody has Boardwalk because everybody has the same board. But for every house you have on your board, like in the kit, that's now a house. So like you get like 10 houses. And
that's the cost of a house in the new economy.
is one little green piece.
One house piece is how you get a house. You go, I've got a house piece.
This is mine.
That now gives you a
I've
fucking
got a
house.
house piece.
But it's crazy because over time people would lose like the pieces and the dollars and shit. Yeah. So like all that would happen with the value would go up. That's all that would
There's
happen.
probably some holes in our new theory. But we'll figure those out with legislation.
Do you think there's holes? Because as I say this, I think we just fucking solved, and then we abolished the Federal Reserve. They're not needed anymore.
Well, Milton Bradley took over. They use the facilities. They do what they want.
Milton Bradley is the new chairman of the Federal Reserve Board.
Yeah,
Oh, it's fucking genius.
The Monopoly man. And like, not like a guy who looks like him, but one of those like foam baseball character outfits. So
it's definitely.
Yeah. The Monopoly man in that form is the chairman of the Federal Reserve for Milton Bradley.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know what the other pieces, like, I don't know if you have the top hat. I don't know what you can get with a top hat.
No, the top hat, I mean, that just buys you a nice suit one time. A car gets you a
one good
car.
suit.
An iron gets you free dry cleaning.
No, I think the iron should get you something like I think the iron should really be worth like something crazy. Like an iron makes you a senator. Okay. If you have an iron.
I mean, what do you mean? There's going to be a lot of senators right off the bat. I mean, shit will settle out, but right off the bat, there's going to be a lot of goddamn senators out there.
That's the new U.S. Congress. Everyone is fired unless they have a little iron. But if you have a little iron, you are now.
Why don't we make that the top hat? Or the motorcycle?
No, because I think those things seem tangible. You can't have like the top hat makes sense to get a suit. The car makes sense to get a car. But the iron, you don't get an iron. That doesn't make sense. No.
Well, no, it's scaling. Like you got to start from the bottom. So you start with an iron when you're trading up in your Monopoly money economy. You buy an iron, and that entitles you to, I don't know, like being a wife or a husband. You get to like get a mate.
I don't know, man.
Like that's when you are assigned your life partner when you find an iron.
Oh, that's pretty good. Actually, you know what? When you find if you give like it's like a dowry.
Yeah.
If you
present an iron to the oncoming family, you can take the hand in marriage.
You remember the game where you would hold a little okay sign or a circle, and if somebody saw it, you could punch them 3 times?
Kerplunk?
No, where you do like a circle and somebody would look down at
you
your
do the
hand.
okay symbol.
You get 3 for looking?
Yeah.
You remember that 3 for looking?
Yeah.
I think if you can convince someone, like trick them into taking your iron, that's now your mate. Like they have to marry you.
Like you mail it to them? Or you get them served, like basically like being served. If they take receipt of the envelope, it's official now.
If they touch that iron, like you have to trick them into it, but if they touch it, they're yours. They're
so
your
yeah,
property.
you just stick it in there like lasagna, and then they bite into it, and then they pull it out of their mouth.
You're my wife now. I own you.
No paperwork or anything. I give you my iron. We're husband and wife now.
And the only way she can get a divorce is if she's got like a get out of jail free card.
Well, no, if she can pass on the gypsy's curse to somebody else, and then they become your wife.
Yeah, they can give it away if they can trick someone else to take the iron. That other person has to become your mate.
So your wife now, who you tricked into marrying, can go and trick somebody else into being your wife.
And I think you're
stuck with him. There he is.
And I think they can trick anyone. I think it could be dudes, chicks, trans,
anything.
Yeah, that's it, dude. That's the new deal. I think the iron is perfect. What are the other pieces? We've got the top epic.
There's the dog, which maybe entitles you to a free pony or a greyhound or something.
I'm trying to think.
A pony.
What would a dog give you?
Or yeah, that's what it was. A dog. I don't know. Maybe to a pet. For every dog piece you have, you get a dog.
I mean, that would make sense. You would get it. I think it should be grander than that, though.
Well, no, but we're scaling down. We stopped off with a free car and a free fucking house. Like, if you have a house piece, you get a house. So we're scaling down the ropes. So everything's got to become less valuable.
I mean, you have a good point. You do have to still have a way to get a dog, right? So you have to have a dog for a dog. Or, I mean, you could take it to a cat. Really, a dog will get you any pet you want. If you take a dog to any place, you can pick a pet at the pet store. But you can't get all the pets. You just have to pick one for each dog.
Yeah, okay. Maybe not even a dog. Yeah, for every dog you turn in, you just get a choice of a pet. If it's elephant, well, good choice.
Oh yeah, that's it. There's no scale. It could be a goldfish all the way up to a tiger. As long as you have and you could go to the zoo if you want.
That's your one, because they're really hard to come by, and now you're stuck with a fucking tiger. You made a bad choice.
And zoos are now pet stores. We're done with zoos, okay? Zoos are pet stores, and you just go and you can give your fucking dog over to the zookeeper, and you could say, I would like to get that hippopotamus.
I've got the list for all of the fucking Monopoly editions, or a lot of them. Okay, so we're gonna go with the standard pieces. So a Scottish Terrier, the dog, gets you a dog, or a pet. If you want a horse, you get a horse. Then the next on their list is Battleship. What do you get for a Battleship?
I've never even seen a Battleship.
Yeah, there's a Battleship.
I think if you get a Battleship, it can be one of two things. I think it could be the new draft, like that you have.
You're
to
in
go
the army.
Fight.
It's a bad luck piece.
You don't want a Battleship, actually. If you get a Battleship, have to go fight.
Everybody has these son of a bitches. So when does day start? You're grandfathered in from the day of inception, and then if you give it away from the grandfather period.
Okay, wait. Okay, you're right. So there's gonna be a day where you just go, this is the new how this works, right? So there has to be a way to introduce it into the system. I think it's similar, but it's not the same. Similar to the Iron Mate theory. Okay.
I don't know what that is. If you get
a Battleship, the iron, where you get a mate, the Iron Mate theory.
Okay.
Where if they bite into the iron, they now have to marry you. I think that the Battleship is very similar to going to war. I think if you throw the Battleship and hit someone with it,
it's like a slap in a duel. You're slapping them then.
Yeah. But then you can make them go to war.
Go to war though. I'm throwing it at you. Now you and I are at war?
No, they're in the military. That's how so it's not a volunteer.
There's millions. Every standard piece of Monopoly comes with one of all these pieces.
It only comes with one, and there's only.
But that means
I don't know how many Monopoly
everything
boards
else.
but
yes, 10 million people can get married, but yet now we can go to war 10 million times also.
So you're saying that's too many people? It's too many.
The piece is not as valuable as you're placing the significance of the piece. Everybody can declare war because they own a Battleship when this isn't affected.
It has to be. Okay, I mean, you know what? You got a great point. You only get one, everybody has one. So it should be something you can only use once, and once it's done, it's done. I think maybe it is a murder.
I think the murder?
I think if you only get one free one in life. You get one free one. So if someone's really fucking but you can only use it once, right? You only have one Battleship. So once you cash that in, I honestly, it's almost like the Purge. You have to take it to a government official and give them your Battleship and request that they kill this person for you. But then they take it off the market, right? It's gone and it never comes back.
So
the Battleship.
In the history of the U.S., once we switch over to Monopoly money, there'll be some odd million pieces. Let me look up how many Monopoly boards have.
You could also pass it down to your this free murder, like because
How
there's once
many
it's
Monopoly boards?
because I could see this being good for like because you have to have in any world you have to have like a good crime underbelly and a good like black market and you have to have something to pass on to your grandkids. I see this free murder.
What is playing in the background? Oh my God, stop. There was a video somewhere on this webpage just blaring in my ears. I'm sorry. Yes, you can grandfather the fucking thing. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just thinking to myself, like, it's something that, like, maybe you don't want to kill somebody in your lifetime, or maybe you want to hang on to it, pass it on to your grandkids.
Okay, so your murder token, there's an essential 250 million of them in circulation.
In the world or in the United States?
In the world.
Okay, so let's say, like, 50% of them are here, right? 50%
Doesn't matter.
In the
Doesn't
United
matter.
States.
If we switch to Monopoly money, everybody else will cash out on their Monopoly pieces.
It's a great point. You're right. It doesn't matter. There's 250 million murder tokens in the world. Those are going to be valuable. I mean, those are a free murder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's true. So there's 3 billion people in the world by my last account. So 250 million murders isn't that many if like it's a one-time use. Once they catch you using it.
But if you think about it, if there's 250 million murder tokens and there's only 3 billion people in the world, 1/12 of the world's population could be killed day one if they really wanted to. Like you could take a 12th of the world
everybody in
out.
the military and prisoners.
Like everybody turns in their murder tokens at once. But I do think that would create, by the fact that it's all across the world, that would help with the exchange rate. Because suddenly other people, like a Japanese guy would have a murder token he could sell on eBay.
Hold on right there, man. I'm sorry. I got to go grab a vape and pee.
Yeah, do what you got. I'll do the same. We'll take a quick little break.
Yeah.
Hey, should we play some kind of music or some vegetable police or something?
I don't have anything loaded. I can put on a bed here.
Play the pony song, and we'll be right back.
Your birthday party. Yay!
And we're back. I don't know where JC went to, but he is taking a lot longer than I did. I pissed and got my vape, filling up my tank right now. Fucking Monopoly pieces as currency. We're on to, I guess we did the automobile, the top hat we did for you get one suit. The thimble is where we're at. So my initial thought as I fill my tank up here is a thimble, like a loaf of bread. Thimble seems like small. That's 250 million loaves of bread in the world. I think that might be all right. I mean, shit. I don't know though. Thimble, what else? I need a wall to bounce off. I wish somebody could talk to me. JC's in there pooping. A thimble. What if we did 6 per thimble? 250 million is 6 months of groceries, food, or clothing in general. You get what's valued at like $10,000. Then like 250 million thimbles would be, I don't know how to do the math on that. 250 million times 6. That'd be the months, right?
What are you trying to figure out?
250 million times 6. Like for the thimble. So if you got a thimble in your Monopoly set, it's worth 6 months worth of food.
Oh, is that what you decided?
Well, I'm just rambling through it. Like a set of clothes. We're already giving a suit away. What else? Like, what else are you going to do with a thimble?
I am thinking, like, it does seem, I mean, you do need food, right?
Yeah.
So you have to have a way to get food. But it wouldn't, like, so far, like, we're using these tokens for things, but the money is there still, too. So I would think money would be
money is
something
not worthless. No one accepts the money. It's illegal to accept money.
No, I'm saying the monopoly money. There's still the monopoly money.
So that's food. So what do we do with a thimble then?
Well, I'm wondering because I like the idea of like something that you can use, like the murder token was.
You get a loom. Everybody
Let's
that
go.
has a thimble gets a loom.
Help me out real quick. So we have the dog. You get any pet you want.
Yeah, you
have
get one
the top
animal.
hat, you get a suit.
That's
you
right.
You have the
A suit
murder
or a dress.
battleship. The battleship, which is a murder token.
Yeah, you get to kill. Fucking, there's equal amount of dresses as there are murders.
So what's the other option? What have we?
You get a free car. Everybody gets a free mode of transportation with the automobile.
Yep. Okay.
And then we came to thimble on the list.
Okay, so we're at thimble. Oh, and then we had iron, which was how you get a partner, a mate in life.
Iron's not on the original list.
Well, there's definitely an iron. I remember an iron. Thimble.
Oh, no. Okay. As of 2013, a cat replaced the iron.
Wow. That's really complicating things. I think a cat.
A cat's still worth.
Well, so like
same.
whether it's a thimble or a cat, like I think a cat will still be counted as a pet token, right? Like you'll let that be the
So
pet.
you get 2 pets now.
Yeah, if you get a cat, you get an extra pet. If you get and that even makes the iron better because there's a limited number of mates in the world, you know? I'm just wondering what you can get with a thimble that would be special. Like, what do you need
You
as
get
a
a wife.
person?
We shift over to 2 pets. You transfer a wife to a thimble. If you can put a thimble on somebody's finger, you get a wife or a spouse.
Well, that's like a mate. That's the same thing as the iron.
No, but the iron is now a cat. And so now you get 2 pets.
I think the thimble has to be something else.
The
I think
thimble
has to
and
be-
the iron are equal. It's your marriage license. I have a thimble that proves that we're married. I have an iron. It proves that we're married. But henceforth, 2013, cats are worth 2 pets. So it's a lot rarer that you'll have 2 pets. Everybody has a fucking dog to trade in for a dog or a horse or whatever. But if you have 2 dogs, that means you had a cat. Or if you have a dog and a cat or whatever, that
I'm
means
not trying to be difficult. I just still think the thimble should be something else. I think the thimble should be
okay.
something.
Well, I mean,
even
we got to
better.
talk away the cat too at this point.
No, because I like the cat as just a bonus pet. Like if you get a cat, that's a bonus pet.
Okay,
And
so
there
the
are
iron still
animal
exists in
crazy
the
people.
economy.
The iron still exists. The iron's definitely there. You can't get rid of the iron. The iron's a mate. There's just going to be less of them because it changed at some point. So there's probably a chance that there's going to be more people with 2 pets than there are going to be people that have
with
mates.
spouses, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Which
thimble.
that could lead, wait. That could lead to a problem with children, right? Like a population
A
issue.
thimble gets you a child.
You can take someone's kid with a thimble.
Well, no, because you got to produce more kids. A thimble is a license to make a kid. You better have a thimble.
Boom. Parental licensing. You're right, dude. A thimble allows you, if you have a thimble,
you have
the right to a child. And you can give away your thimble. You can actually sell it to someone for monopoly
or pass it
money.
along. Because once you have a kid, you can pass the thimble on. So there'll be heirish families like
it's like an aristocracy. You're right.
You pass the thimble down because your bloodline has the thimble.
Yeah, dude. And so there's going to be a rush. There's going to be people who don't want kids. They just want monopoly money. They'll sell their thimble. They'll sell their birthright. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
But then there's going to be like the Kennedy style families who are going to like get all the thimbles they can.
And they can breed forever.
Yeah. And those are the people who at some point will become the new leaders of that world because they're fucking have so many people.
Right.
You know, there will be an aristocracy.
So thimble is birthright.
Yeah. Thimble is birthright. Fucking knew we'd find our way on that one.
Okay, so the next one is shoe or boot. I say that's a free. Say that's a free pair of boots for like life. If you're a working man, you get a free pair of boots. If you're for whatever your business is, you get a free pair of shoes or boots.
No, I do think that's fair too because I think that there could be people who may not have there could be shoeless, like the poor people.
Every 2 years, you get a new pair of shoes from the government. If you have the shoe token.
Yeah. And if you don't have a shoe token, you're fucking Barefoot Johnson.
Or you can trade your monopoly money to buy the shoes, but the token enables you to get a government sponsored pair of shoes.
Government issued special shoes.
Not special, but you get an entitlement. You get a free pair. Like I have a boot, so therefore I get work shoes for the rest of my life.
But Garen goddamn teed every 2 years.
Yep, you get a new pair of work shoes.
You get new ones.
Whatever shoes you pick for your industry.
Love it. How do we decide jobs in the new monopoly world?
Well,
Same way as always?
We come up to wheelbarrow.
Oh, that has to be related to a fucking job.
Yeah. You can only work if you have a wheelbarrow.
I got it. No, I got it. You take your wheelbarrow token. So when you turn 18 in the new society, okay? You take, and you could pick a different age, maybe 16. You take your wheelbarrow token up to the Department of Labor, okay? And there's a will. There's literally a will, like a Wheel of Fortune wheel.
But there's you got to realize, like, there is a segment of the population that can't get a job because there's only 250 million wheelbarrows in production. So
they're fucked, man. They're fucked.
So there's instantly a lower class built into our new monopoly system.
Oh, you already know there's an aristocracy. Are you not thinking there's going to be some fucking
What about to own a business? You have to have a wheelbarrow.
No, I think you have to take your wheelbarrow to the Department of Labor. Okay, let's
for every business you open, you have to have a wheelbarrow. So here's
what it is.
McDonald's would have like 1 million wheelbarrows.
I think you have to take I think what it is you will get, you're right, you get a business out of it, but you take your wheelbarrow up to the Department of Labor. You get to spin the Wheel of Fortune wheel.
And you get assigned a corporate business. You now own a Starbucks. You now own a Best Buy. You now own a Walmart.
And that makes it, because it's kind of a game of chance. Like there's a chance that you could own a fucking Walmart. Right?
Or you could own a Stop and Go. So you kind of got fucked in the lottery.
Yeah, you got the fucking car wash down the street, and you got to kind of deal with the cards you were dealt.
You own a recording studio.
Yeah, yeah. You just won, and there's some unfortunate people that'll win some shitty jobs. You just won janitor. You just won,
but it's a janitor business. Ring. You still hire people, and like there's still there's still a base economy of hiring and firing, but the businesses are handed out by wheelbarrows.
Yeah, and then you're still gonna have to get the serfs. So there will be.
Yeah, if you want more monopoly money in your pocket, you better pass go, motherfucker. Get your $200.
Love it. I love it. Wheelbarrows is how you own businesses.
Okay, and then we're ending with Iron Cat. There were some here. I got a list of 5 that were canceled and are not part of the standard issue.
Okay, these are special.
Yeah.
These are fucking super special in the news.
They may still be on store shelves, but they have ceased production at some point.
Yeah.
So there's the horse and rider, the cowboy.
That is a threesome. Okay.
It ties you into one threesome.
If you get a horse and cowboy,
You can't deny it. Government says. I'll call the cops if you don't abide by the horse and cowboy.
I don't know if it's like a thing where you have to trick somebody.
But how
I
do
think
you-
it could be a thing.
How do
where
you pass
could
on the
go-
token though, too? Because the person
I don't
you
think
con
it's-
into
I
it,
think there's certain ones that the government takes, right? It's like the murder token.
you
turn
have
it
to
in.
like smash it with a hammer.
You have to turn in your threesome token to the Department of Threesomes. Okay. And then
I'm not so
there's
sure I agree with this. Ooh.
You don't like the Department of Threesomes?
I'm not so sure that it's like manageable. Everything else has seemed like something. If everybody agrees on it, we can do it. This one seems far fetched. I can rape you if I have a horsey
It's
cowboy.
not rape. No, listen. This is how you do it though. It's similar to like a adult friend finder or like a ashleymadison.com. Okay. Because you can't in modern society, unless you have a mate with an iron token, like sex, like freeform sex, it's not allowed.
It's the prostitution. You get one free fuck for the cowboy.
You get you take it to the Department of Threesomes.
You're
and there are
assigned it
people
when
that
you're
are just-
16 years old. You get your horsey token. They're handed out. We take them up in the military invasion, in the transfer to Monopoly money,
Yeah, but there are like a
and
list
then we
of
take
people
all the
who
horses
want to.
and you assign them for your first free fuck. Doesn't matter. Prostitution's legal, whatever, as long as you have a cowboy.
Yeah, you get a cowboy that's an instant lay.
Yeah.
But it's also like they will match you with someone who also wants to be laid. It's like you say, "Hey, I want to have sex now," and you take it because you've reached the age, and you take your horsey, and then they go, "Well, we have another person who also turned in their horsey."
I like that this is the B list because I think the economy is solid on the first 8 or whatever there are. I think we nailed it. The economy, we can run the monopoly.
No, you know what? We got to scrap this. You're right. This is bullshit. We're so wrong.
No, these
Because
are the
super
amendments to the
special.
Constitution. So like we got the 10 rules down. Now we're amending it so everybody's happy. So we got 5 of them. It's hard for you to take 3 and I take 3. Fuck it. I'll give you threesome. I'll let you take threesome because
Thank you.
These are the
Horsey
amendments.
gets you a threesome. Because that's special. That's not something everyone gets in life.
Yeah.
Okay, not everyone gets a threesome. So you get the horsey, you get a threesome. All right.
So now
What
we
do you
come on
got?
to the howitzer, amendment number 12 or whatever.
Howitzer was in a Monopoly game?
Yeah, the big wheel with the cannon.
Okay, I have seen that. I didn't realize that was a special one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a howitzer. No, well, it only ran from 1998 to 2000 or no. I don't know when it ran to. The parentheses say often called the cannon. Anyway, it ran for a short period of time. It's no longer in existence and it's still out there. I think maybe that one. Are we doing tit for tat? Like this one's automatically mine, or are we still going to argue it?
Go ahead. No, fuck it. You're right. You know what? You are right. We are amending the Constitution. Go ahead.
I think that allows one theft in your life. You're allowed to just take somebody else's shit one time if you have the howitzer.
But I think it needs to be like it's a howitzer, right? That's a cannon.
Well, I
boom.
want to say war because again, it's tying to the theme. War's too extreme for me. You get to make one.
I love-
if you want fucking Jay Leno steam powered car, you can go like, I got a howitzer, Jay. Here you go, and you drive off in his fucking car.
Can I kind of amend your amendment because I like where you're going? I think you can switch stuff, like all stuff, with someone else. Like it's like
All
a
stuff,
theft.
like I'm
but
now
like it's
Jay
like-
Leno.
That's what it like. If you land because the howitzer
I had a howitzer, bitches. Now this is my show.
boom, and then you get all like Jay Leno switches lives
Literally, like
with you.
like the goddamn what is that movie with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd?
It's trading places.
Trading Places. Yeah,
A howitzer is an instant trading places. Like an instant trading.
I like it.
places.
I can't say no to the absurd, man. Take it to the next level because that's even more ridiculous.
I think it's fucking great. It's like it's the. I would love to. You know how special a howitzer would be, and how much you would want to like. You would not want to use that until you really knew, like, yeah, I want that dude's life.
And it works like a wish
Boom.
too. So like if I say I want to be like Steve Jobs, then me and Steve Jobs, or not Steve Jobs, somebody alive, fucking Microsoft man, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, so like I want to be Bill Gates. I say it first, so I instantly become Bill Gates. Bill Gates becomes me. The next person that goes, like they realize they have the token, it's, oh, I want to be Bill Gates, and now they're stuck in my position, and Bill Gates moves to their position. So it's not like the title. Like you don't become, once I call Bill Gates, you have to say cereal in order to steal my position.
That could lead to a lot of fun. I mean, it's like one of those Christmas parties, you know, where you fucking don't want to go last because you switch the gifts all the time. Fuck, I got the bottle of scotch. I don't want anybody to take my bottle of scotch.
But like it's like a drinking game. If you forget what position the other player is in when you say their name, you may end up in their original position, or
yeah, you could get really fucked.
Yeah. If you forget how the game's being played, you could end up as a janitor when you say Bill Gates.
That's what makes the howitzer so special. Is that it's like it can backfire on you as well as be the coolest thing you've ever done in your life.
You just have to be up with news. Keep up.
I love it.
Okay, so the next one is Bag of Money, which I think is kind of explanatory, from 1998 to 2007.
Yeah,
I think it's a bag of money. You just get like, here's $10,000.
Here's what I
start your life.
Here's what I think happens. I think what happens with the bag of money, that's too easy. I think what happens is because of course we have now gotten rid of the US dollar. It's like an antique now.
Well,
right?
yeah, here's 10,000 Monopoly money.
Because the US dollar is gone, like it's kind of like the fact that, you know, like if you have like one of those like copper, like not copper pennies, but like an old school wheat penny or something, it's worth more than a penny. I'm trying to use a good example.
Yeah, you get like 2 pennies for a wheat penny.
Okay. There is probably going to become a weird like secondary market
you can't,
for like the value of US dollars.
You can't use US dollars there unless you present a fucking money bag. That's the only time that it's a valuable currency, and a dollar is worth a dollar.
Exactly. So that's what's going to provide that secondary market where now the US dollar kind of has a weird value.
Yeah.
If you have a bag of money, you can use the US dollars. They're equal to Monopoly money.
But yeah, only if you have the money bag. If you have like money and you don't have a money bag in your collection of tokens,
it's worthless.
It's worthless.
It's fucking still worthless.
Wipe your ass with it. And I also, like, from that statement, I also imagine now, like, everybody walking around with these weird fanny packs with all their tokens in them. That way,
many fanny packs
because they have to present them for different occasions.
I could see like a little holster actually.
Yeah,
with a little.
I'm allowed to do this. I have a shoe.
Just let me find my shoe because it's been 2 years and I need my new pair of mandated shoes. I gotta find my shoe token.
Yeah, these are free, bitches.
If you lose that fucking shoe token, you're not getting any more shoes.
No.
All right, you gotta hang.
You
on
gotta
to
buy them.
motherfuckers.
You gotta buy them on the market
because it is a finders keepers economy when we are rolling in the new Monopoly system. If you drop one and somebody else picks that motherfucker up,
yeah, they got shoes for life, or they got a new wife, or they can randomly murder somebody.
That might be yes, it might be the new like motto of the country: finders keepers, losers weepers. Like,
we can put it on the flag, like "Don't tread on me." We can finders keepers, losers weepers.
Yeah, you fly that motherfucker around. So what do we got left? We're doing so good on this. We got to be close to the
end.
Yeah,
we got 2 more. We got the iron, like the ore. Apparently, ran from 1930s to 2013.
Iron ore?
Yeah, like it just says iron. Maybe they're talking about the iron. Oh, yes.
I think they're talking about the.
They're
iron,
talking about
so
the iron because the cat got replaced the iron in 2013. Okay, so we're skipping that one.
We've already given.
There's only 4.
Yeah.
So, what you chose bag of money? The train is mine then.
Okay, train is yours.
We don't have a transportation token yet. If you have a train that's free, like you can just take anybody's transportation.
Well, we do have a car. You get the free car.
Oh, well, okay. Maybe like you never have to pay for bus fare or train fare.
Boom.
Anything else?
It's like a bus token, dude. It's like fucking having a subway
simple
card.
enough. You can just ride. You can go anywhere. Uber, taxis, free.
I think that also includes other people's cars. Like, I think you can.
That's what I
just
said.
go-
And you turned me down the first time around. You can just take any automobile you want for a ride.
but not take it. I think it is like
it's not yours.
Like,
you have to
they-
give it
like, I
up once
think-
you get to your destination.
no, I'm gonna take it. I think they have to give like a taxi driver. I think if you present it to anyone, they have to give you a ride.
But do they take
Like-
the token or do you keep it? Is it like if I steal your car, if
No,
I flag
it's a
you
subway
down,
card. You get to keep it. You hang on to that fucker.
I just flag
Like, you just-
I just flag you down and go like I've got a train, and then you let me in your car and take me where I'm going.
You have to. Like that person now can't go. Like if they're going grocery shopping and they get like
now they have to take
don't
you to
look-
Milwaukee.
They yes, they gotta take you to fucking Milwaukee. Yes, and then they can go. Then they can go back and they can go to the grocery store. But
But no,
that
I
train-
showed you a train. You have the fucking duty to drive me to fucking Milwaukee to see my parents.
and it doesn't. That train gets you anywhere, anytime, any place. You can go on buses, trains.
As long as somebody
planes,
stops, though, you still have to
other
flag somebody
people's
down.
cars.
You
Yeah.
can't like. I guess you could like murder train them. Well, you battleship train them. You give me a ride and then murder them because you have both tokens.
And that's how you would get their car. Like if you play,
Yeah, and then you have a car. You're like, this is my car now.
yeah.
I think we just
There's-
solved the economic problem in the U.S.
Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, the monopoly economy. It is gonna fucking sweep the nation.
I would go on,
I,
but the website I was using crashed, and I had to kill it.
No, it's fine.
So
Yeah,
I think we went through enough
so
of them.
Are there any other like? I still think there should be something with the get out of jail free card. I think that literally could be a true, is literal get out of jail free card. So like if you have a buddy, like an uncle,
No, I agree with that. We can keep those because they're made of paper. Paper is finite. So for the like, that's part of the transition period. The first 100 years, your get out of jail free card is good for one use, and then we destroy it. So you can
Yeah.
pass it along families, this and that. But over like 100, 200 years, they'll all be used up and destroyed, and then they don't exist anymore because no more are being printed.
yeah.
But yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it literally means all the chance cards and random cards mean exactly what they mean.
It is literal.
Until you
It
use
is
them.
literal.
Once you use it, like even like road taxes, lose $50. You can play that against your neighbor to fuck them over, but then the government destroys it and it'll never be reproduced. So there's gonna
Yeah,
be
I love it.
There's gonna be 100 years, 200 years of like fucking wild west card playing.
And then occasionally, like 300, 400, 500 years into it, there every now and then will be this like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, somebody
and it'll be
still has
worth a
that
shitload
card?
of Monopoly money.
Oh,
Like
so much
eventually,
Monopoly
all
money.
these things become rare because we're not producing them anymore, and more people are being made every day. Eventually, these become like really expensive things, but they allow you to become the ultra elite. This is how Paris Hilton becomes Paris Hilton. Her parents own 5 of the fucking original Monopoly pieces, and they own the railroad cards.